Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to our weekly presentation. Today is a very different type of presentation. You know when you compare it to our weekly Ramatron presentations about the PTX, about the Panda project, what we're doing, how we're doing it. Today we are uncovering essentially all of the development updates that we have been working on for the past year or so, and we have a lot of updates for you that will be implemented in a very short amount of time in the next few coming months. And we have two very important guests, I would say very important speakers that will be joining us today. Our Chief Executive Officer, Navaratnam Valanadam, along with our Chief Business Development Director, Boss Chief Edward Ng, and myself, Prasad Navaratnam. I am the Corporate Communications Manager of PandoLab, and I'm very excited to be sharing this, to be hosting this Pando update meeting. All right, so let's actually begin. All right, just going to share the slides right now. All right, hang in there. All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's actually begin. Today, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who has made some time off of your very busy schedules to come and sit down with us to learn a little bit more about the project, to understand more about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and the most important thing about the project is where we are going with it. Now, today, as a matter of fact, we are going to tell you where we are heading towards with the Panda project, with the development, with the blockchain technology, with the Ramatrons that we have, with the community members. Let's take a look at our PTX exchanges and our listing of our Panda token, our cryptocurrency. All right. So first off, to begin, I think where we came from was a very beautiful place. We started off with a huge community. We've got a lot of support from all of you. A lot of us, of course, are not in this meeting. A lot of people have their own either their own things to attend to on this present time, or it's not within their time zone. But I'm very thankful for all of you community members that managed to make it to this meeting. Now, I think we all experienced the listing of our first PTX onto our first exchanger, right, which is the LBank. And now everybody is able to purchase PTX and support the listing of PTX, through LBank and be able to join as a Ramatron or as a Metatron, right? They can purchase PTX, they can join as a Ramatron, Metatron, or they can just buy and hold PTX, right? Because there's a lot of things that will be happening and the value of the PTX itself is going to increase. So right now where we are with the PTX is an absolute steal. It is an absolute beautiful steal, right? It's a very good time for you guys to enter and buy and keep some PTX for yourselves. So this is our first exchanger, LBank. And then, of course, our first listing in CoinMarketCap, the mother of all crypto dictionaries. This CoinMarketCap, for those of you who don't know, it's not an exchanger. It's where you can find out, it's basically a dictionary or an encyclopedia for all cryptocurrencies, all, right? And we are so happy that we have been listed in the Coin Market Cap. All right, so you can go check us out, read up about our project. And the most important thing that we would like for you to do is visit coinmarketcap.com and search for Panda token. You can see this logo right here and go and support the listing. What we mean by support the listing essentially is that you could go onto this website and search for the Panda token, and you guys can actually leave a comment about the project, about the Panda token, about where we're going. Go and support the listing. So when other people take a look and other people outside of our community actually searches for the Panda token, right, and they see the Panda token on CoinMarketCap, this is definitely going to be the place that people will be researching about our project. So go on to the CoinMarketCap and give us a review, talk about the token, talk about the project, share your experiences about the project, where it's going to go, explain the project. So when brand new people who are about to join the Panda project and they go and search up what the Panda token is all about, they will be reading it based off of your comments. So, go and support us in that way. I think if we have 200 people here, if you can leave at least 150 comments from each of us as individuals, as Panda community members, we really would be supporting the Panda token and the Panda project, which means that you guys are also supporting one another as a community project. Now let's move forward. The same thing, you can do the same thing in CoinGecko. CoinGecko is also like a crypto encyclopedia. All right. You guys can go to coingecko.com and search for Panda token and support the listing in the same exact way that you're doing it with CoinMarketCap. Now, if you're doing it on CoinMarketCap, you might as well go to CoinGecko and do the same thing. So now you have already promoted and talked about the project and about PTX on CoinMarketCap and on CoinGecko. So that's really, really, really important. Peer-to-peer reviews. That is the way to go. That is going to be the best. Actually, that is the best form of marketing if you really think about it. If you're really going to look at the Panda project and you're wondering, okay, what is the marketing that we need? This word of mouth is the most powerful form of marketing. When you say, hey, have you checked out the project? I'm in this project, and this is such a beautiful project, such an awesome token to hold on to. They're doing this, they're decentralizing streaming. They've updated the Ramatrons about 5, 6, 7, 8 times just across the year. And that's crazy. The amount of development and the amount of progression that's going on in this project. You guys should definitely do that. As a community project, that's what we need from us, from all of you. Right? Now, I think this is one of the coolest things. We have been tagged by Binance, not listed in the exchanger, but tagged in the Binance Explorer. That means the Binance Explorer, Binance themselves, that means the management team. Just imagine how the office was looking like. The management team sat down and said, hey, take a look at the Panda token. All right? Take a look at the Panda token and take a look at the Panda project. Wow, it's a pretty interesting project. Let's actually support them by tagging them in Binance. So anybody that's a Binance user, anybody that has an account in Binance, or essentially they will be looking at all of these different types of cryptos, right, in the Binance Explorer. Those people who are using Binance, right? So you guys can actually go and check out the listing, go and support the listing the same way you are doing it with CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. You can do it with Binance as well. And that means we are now in the eyes of the big leagues, right? Because once again, Binance themselves have tagged us, and it's going to be a very beautiful journey, as we progress towards being listed on Binance in the near future, right? And it's the same thing as well with Coinbase, right? PTX is also tagged in Coinbase. Guys, these are all fantastic, fantastic updates. And the least that we can do to support these updates, to support these type of developments, this type of marketing exposures, is to go on to coinbase.com and search for Panda token, support the listing, leave some reviews. And that is exactly how we should move the project together. Go and support the project and its listing on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, on Binance, and on Coinbase. Go and talk about the project, share the project everywhere, right? And the most important thing is to leave a review. Okay? That's exactly what we need to do. And this is beautiful, beautiful stuff that we have here, right? We are on LBank, our first exchange. There's a lot of people at LBank, millions and millions of users. Then we got on CoinMarketCap, which is the mother of all crypto encyclopedias or crypto dictionaries, right? And then we are on CoinGecko, right? Then now we are tagged by Binance and we're tagged by Coinbase. Guys, do you see where we're headed towards? Because this is truly the steps towards a bigger and more successful community project for you and for I. That will be so beautiful. I can't wait for what's in store. Because being tagged in Binance and Coinbase Explorer, right? That means that our PTX right now is in the eyes of a bigger audience, of bigger players, of bigger leagues, of bigger people, of bigger, wider audience of people. That's what I mean. So this means that the PTX, right? There's going to be a lot of people studying, looking, researching, finding out about the BTX, joining our Panda Project group. So let's keep a very positive, a very, very, very progressive and proactive environment within the Telegram group, and of course within the social media of the Panda Project, like on Instagram or on Twitter or on Facebook, when you see a post, go and comment, go and support the project, because these social media platforms is where everybody will be taking a look at. These social media platforms. So it's not just Binance, it's not just the Coinbase Explorer. So go and support the PTX, or rather the Panda Project, through these ways. This is what you can do as a community member to help support us. And that will be the best way to move forward together. All right. And of course, introducing our second exchanger, Probit. Right. So now Probit is a very, very big player, very, very big exchanger, a very, very big, huge step forward for us. Now, with Probit and on board, we're going to be exposed to 40 million users in Probit. And I have no idea what the value of our Panda token is going to be once we are listed in Probit. I can't wait to give you guys the dates. Right now, we are confirming a lot of things. So let's wait. Let's come aboard. Right? Let's support the Panda project first on the Coin Market Cap, on Coinbase, on the Binance Explorer, on CoinGecko, on the social media platforms. So when we are listed on Probit, and people check out our project on CoinMarketCap to find out more about our project, they will see 180, 100 and 211 people here. If all of you go and support and leave a review, leave a comment, right? Something proactive, leave at least say something nice or say, great, awesome project. I'm in this project, share your experience about it. And when 40 million people in Probit take a look at the PTX, so take a look at the Panda project, and they see 200 over comments, they know for a fact that this is some real deal, because there's very little projects that has a community like this. So let's do that. Let's support it this way. And of course, we will give you the updates regarding our listing of Probit. But first off, let's prepare. Go and visit CoinMarketCap. Go and visit Coinbase, Binance, and CoinGecko, and go and support us in these listings. Right? Go and support us and leave a review, guys. That's all I ask from all of you. Now, let's move forward to all of the activities that we have ahead of us. And I would like to invite our Chief International Business Development Director, Boss Edward Ng. Right? Hi, Chief. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you, Chem?
I'm doing good, doing good. I'm just excited to be directing the community towards, supporting us and giving us that boost that we need. So when we get listed onto Probit, Chief, there'll be a lot of people that will be researching the project on Coinbase, on Binance, or rather the first place they will go to is CoinMarketCap. So once they go there and they see 200 over people commenting about the project, that will just be that buying decision of supporting the project, of joining as a community member, joining as a Ramatron.
Yeah.
It'll be right there. Now let's move forward with the international activities, what's been happening around the world with the Panda Project. Chief Edward, please take it away.
Thank you, Chem. And I like your hairstyle very much.
Thank you. And I love yours too, Chief.
Mine is the same all the time. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. And I would like to share with you some of the activities that have been ongoing and some really, really exciting things that will going to happen. So let's start with our Malaysia activities. Next, please. Okay. First of all, from our West Malaysia, all right, our PS Malaysia, we're going to have our Pando EWG Sports League, which is an e-sport tournament happening in Kuantan. So from the 15th until 17th of July, we're going to go there and support them. And together is a collaboration between EWG as well as PandoProject. You'll be seeing our PandoJo logo as part of the sponsor. So with Boss Achai, Boss IK, they will be surely there together with the team. And so with some of our management team going there to give a full support. So if you are free, feel free to join in and lend your support and see how all these activities plays out. So, and of course, not forgetting our East Malaysia country partners from Omni, where we have Boss Dr. Thomas, we have Michelle, we have our Boss Augustine, and not forgetting our YB. So Omni team is going to organize a really, really great event at Bintulu on the 27th of July onwards. So this will be including the CSR event is just part of it. We have CSR presentation, we have going to have community bonding, community training. We're going to talk about Pendojo. We're going to have Jombola, which is one of the very, very unique sport that is created in Sarawak. And this, starting from Sarawak, we're going to have the training there. And from Sarawak, we're going to go to all the rest of the Malaysia, going to Sukma, and going forward with together with Omni, together with PandoProject, we're going to launch it internationally. All right. So not only that, another important part is we're going to link with the what we call an organization, all right, where we're going to focus on the connectivity of the people for those rural area, all right, with the help of YB Kennedy. So this is for the event in Bintulu. All right, next please. So this is what has been happening in Panasonic Malaysia. We have Albank exchanger training. We have the trading as well, which has been organized by our PS Malaysia team. We have our PandoLab Omni CSR project, which is ongoing. We have about 6 to 7 projects that is in the pipeline. And of course, we have, as you see here, meeting with Boss Achai, Boss IK, Boss Logan. We are discussing about this coming, the EWG event. And of course, we have our MOU signing between Cybertech, Sarawak, our Sarawak Entrepreneur Association, Sarawak Dayak Graduates Association, SDGA, and we also meet them in KL itself. So all this is working together to collaborate on esports, together on various activities in Sarawak and also Sabah. Okay, so recently we also have our champion, our boss Prashant and boss Manju. They have been to Sarawak as well, to Kuching, to hold a blockchain awareness talk together with the team. So that was a really exciting event as well. Next, please. So of course, India is absolutely massive. India team is doing really great, and as well as there's a lot of meetings ongoing. As you can see, our bosses were there a few times. We have meeting up with the India country partners. We are enlarging the team together with the leaders, the country leaders, the MTs. All right, we are enlarging in all shapes and form, all kind of activities. We have our community expansion. We also have collaboration with actors like the example here, Mr. Sel Murugan. All right, and also, we have our video shooting. We have our content on social media and so on and so forth. So we are looking at India, and we are expecting a massive increase in our community from India. Next, please. So not forgetting our Brunei team. All right. Recently, we have a really fruitful trip going into Brunei to meet all our country partners, our bosses there, as well as the community. We have a few sessions in the office with our RT and MT. They have been asking us questions about the future. We share with them about Pendojo, share about all the other, our other apps and so on and so forth. So it was a really great bonding, and we really appreciate the support from our Brunei country partners, our bosses there, and recently, I'm sure some of you have attended the PM session and the English session on trading, Albank trading. All right, next please. So again, Thailand is full of activities. We have a few trips over there. And of course, we have meetings with Thailand country partners, and the team is getting larger and larger. We have we managed to meet with a huge group of MT, the RTs. We went over to MT Sumit, his Pando farm with hundreds of computer running at the same time. All the Ramatrons and Metatrons are all there. And also at the same time, MT Sumit is building a building where it's going to be available next year for Pando office, for PandoLab Thailand office. So when the next trip, next year when we go there, we have our own office to go to, which is a multi-story office. I heard there's a swimming pool on the top, but well, that's another thing. So we also have our interview sessions with Boss Logan, Boss Nova, myself, about that time was talking about the investors, the 3I approach. We also, of course, meetings, discuss strategy, and we have an awesome press conference organized by the bosses of our CP Thailand. And at the same time, we have the chance to sign an MOU with Professor Kritsak, who is the chairman of the Nation Building Institute of Thailand. We signed an MOU to collaborate together on all the futures. There are going to be a lot of activity from PandoProject to Tutor X and so on and so forth. Okay, and all kind of all the universities. So again, Boss Nava and Boss Logan have the chance to have a collaboration discussion with the National Telecom of Thailand on streaming, and also various local universities. So, well, we don't have space to put all the pictures there. So, but rest assured, I know in Thailand we have been in great contact. You know, we talk every day. Thailand is happening. It's really, really happening. Thank you to all the bosses in Thailand, as well as all the community, the MTs, and all the leaders. Next, please. So of course, in Indonesia, all right, here we have Boss Nava and our CP Payudi. So we have what we call the official podcast to promote about the future of PandoProject and blockchain. So at the same time, we also have the Sumatra CP, okay, Pak Horas, and Pak Horas is focusing on the collaboration with we call the youth empowerment institution across 100 over branches. Actually, more than that. Right now, we have schools. We have more. Actually, a lot of focus is on the young people, young entrepreneurs. You know, so that people can look into streaming, can look into blockchains, to look into how to build businesses online from there. So a lot of focus is on the youth in Sumatra. So that is from Indonesia. Next, please. So next, I would like to invite one of the most important person in the whole project, our CEO, Chief Navaratnam.
Thank you, Boss Edward. How are you?
I'm great, sir. Nice to see you.
Right. Good to see you all here. Anyway, I'm so excited to be here again, and happy day to everyone, especially to all our senior MPs, our country partners, our community leaders from different part of not only Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Thailand, India, and many other countries. Thank you for joining us today. There's a lot of, I would say there's a lot of progress that's being worked on, especially from the development side. We are very, very focused on the technological development that's happening, and it's important for us to be to really facilitate on the expansion on our blockchain technology, because that's where the uniqueness of our entire project is going to be, apart from the apps that that has been created. And I'm quite elated to tell all of you that I think right now, as far as blockchain, as far as video streaming, as far as live streaming is going to be, as far as creating a smart contract, I think we are going to become market leader. This is it, guys. I think we all of us made this possible. We made this happen, right? Today, of course, when you look back and you look at everything, it may not be very clear for most of you, but because we are in the thick and really submerged in the development of everything that's happening in PandoProject, we know where exactly this growth is going and where exactly this project is going. So the commitment that we all put together in making this project very well protected, very well taken care, and we speak very proudly about our project. All right, that's what you can do right now, because this project is going to be a hit turner. All right, this project is going to be the project in the marketplace for some time. All right, I won't say for many years, but at least for some time. That is why our development team, especially in India, we are taking over a lot of the development ourselves. All right, we have set up a huge team to do this, to take on the project to the next level. All right, we have created the entire team for this, and for now. And Boss Logan, I think Chief Logan is in India working on all this, what's coming next developments into making sure that the project is going to be viable for many years to come. All right, that's the whole idea. And not only that, we want to create an environment, a climate, an ecosystem for everybody, organizations, institutions, corporations out there, new app developers, new IT growth and developments, for them to be able to come and use our platform for their business expansion. That's exactly how we are working on. And that means all of us here, especially our community leaders, all right, we always say technology powered by community. You will have a massive load of excitement and work to do, not only with your Remitron and Metatrons, all right, but then again, we are also going to expand the Remitron versions, all right, to be able to cater for the new demands that's going to take place on the live streaming world. All right, so this is exactly what the PandoProject development has been installed for all of us, and there's a lot of new things that's happened, and so there's going to be some dynamic changes that's going to make the project even more prominent for the marketplace. All right, and of course for you as a community leader. Now, if you look into the next slide, which is the Remitron 4.1, right? If you look into the Remitron 4.1, I know the moment we put up the Remitron 4.1, a lot of people had massive issues. All right, I cannot white screen, black screen. I cannot download. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. The thing is this: we always somehow we are not looking at the project as our project. This is our project, and our project requires certain criteria, certain what we call minimum requirements for everything to function. We do not, the project is not to be taken advantage of. We as community leaders, we are a team, we are family together here. We are supposed to come up with things to facilitate and support. So they said these are the minimum requirements for Remitron. So if you do not meet that requirement, naturally you cannot download 4.1. And if you do not download 4.1, you will not be able to enjoy your PON and POE later. Everything will be changed. So the minimum requirement for Remitron has to be met. So you got to upgrade your computer. If you do not have that specification, you must meet that minimum specification of space to allow Remitron 4.1 to run smoothly on your computer. So that's exactly. But why this 4.1? Because the first thing about 4.1 is that we want to make sure it has the transcoding capabilities, right? Really, the transcoding capability. If the transcoding capabilities is there, it will not be able to fully support PandoJo, right? Because we must be able to take on all the flavors that we are going to take on, whether it's 480, 720, 1080, all those flavors must be able to be taken on with better streaming. So, and right now, it's not just transcoding. We must make sure the network is stable. All right. We must make sure that proof of engagement is enabled, right? Which is important. POE, all of us, that's where our rewards are. So POE must be enabled, all right? And we must have so built intelligent transcoding to be built into the Remitron 4.1. All right. And that's why we call it re-engineered and reimagined. And we are no more using public IPFS. Now it's private IPFS. It's ours. All right. So with the Remitron 4.1, it will facilitate for us to move on to mainnet 2.0. Right now, 1.0, there's a lot of things we cannot do. But moving on to 2.0, wow, we can bring in a lot of other things, which I'll explain in a moment. But let's look into the Remitron 4.1. So some of us who are trying to download Remitron 4.1, and I'm glad that you're doing it. Thank you so much, because you must have your Remitron 4.1 running, all right? Because it's technology powered by community. All of us are equally responsible to ensure our Remitron is running smoothly, that we have we meet the minimum requirement for the Remitron. All right, it's very important. That's why I'm repeating this one more time. You have your minimum requirement for your Remitron for it to run, because if your Remitron is running, naturally all this will be taking place, and we will be able to do this very, very well to do transcoding work. And that's very important, especially for PandoJoe. PandoJoe, the moment we bring out PandoJoe, we are just waiting for, like what Pashan said earlier, we are just waiting for Mac OS to approved, and that's it. We are in. And like what Boss Edward said, you know, there's an EWG tournament that's happening in Kuantan this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, please feel, I mean, most of you should go down, have a look at it, see exactly how Boss Izwan and Boss Shirol is taking and leading this entire thing. And they have this entire team, which is EWG. And I was quite surprised that our former Prime Minister, Dato Sri Najib, actually came and spoke about Pando EWG. Wait, why not? I mean, let's thank him. Thank you, Dato Sri, for actually endorsing Pando EWG. All right, that's a pretty good endorsement coming from a member of parliament for Pekan, who talks about this tournament that's happening in Kuantan. So feel free, guys, inform your family, friends, to especially your kids, to go and look into this EWG tournament. And EWG is a team that's coming up very, very strongly. And we are very proud that we are actually together with them and promoting them and making sure that they can become an example for PandoJoe. All right. So a lot of things are in store. A lot of things are working. That's only you're hearing about Malaysia. You have not heard about other countries. So there's a lot of activities that's going very silently, because I do not want the noise now. I want the noise a little later. All right. And we are going to make a lot of noise. All right. The moment Remitron 4.1, the moment mainnet 2.0, the moment we bring in all our other apps in, you're going to see us in every expose, every convention, everything that has got to do blockchain. You probably will see Chief Logan in most of these places with our new Chief Technology Officer, Chandan Luki. All right, all these people are going to become the face for PandoProject. You will also see Stephanie Davies stepping in and doing a lot of these talks. So we are going to spread ourselves quite heavily. But right now, we need to stabilize all these things. We need to be, I would not say just ready, we need to be able to embrace the growth that we are going to enjoy for a very, very long time to come. Okay, let's have can I have the next slide, please? Now, this is the mainnet 2.0. I discussed with you all last week about mainnet 2.0. Right now, we are on 1.0, just for that stability that we needed at that time. But now moving on, mainnet 2.0 is where massive expansion, and we can get into lots and lots of collaboration, and we can build value for our project, value for our token, value for our apps, value for everything that we are doing here, right? So totally, there's a complete change here, right? That's what's going to happen with the mainnet 2.0. So get your Remitrons in with 4.1 so that mainnet 2.0 can come in smoothly. This is going to happen in the next 2-3 months, and you know, by the time mainnet comes in place, there's a massive change that's going to take place all over the place. Let's look into mainnet 2.0 on expansion. Next slide, please. Now, if you look into the mainnet 2.0, the first thing that's going to happen as far as expansion is concerned, all right, is going to support a lot of multi-wallets. Now, we are going to be, I'm not saying that we're going to become another Ethereum kind of ecosystem, but we will be able to support a lot of other blockchain to run on us, to run with us, to run on our platform. We will be able to take on MetaMask. We will be able to do Trust Wallet. We will able to, example like Atom, Wallet Connect, and a lot of these people, a lot of these groups that we can expand our mainnet to 2.0 Pando project with, right? There's a lot of things that's going to come along with this Pando chain, right? And then we also are doing a chain expansion, right? Now, chain expansion, right now, you know, Remitron is off chain. It is going to come into full chain. So the chain expansion is going to support the new Remitron version, right? The new Remitron version that's going to come in, there's 4 types of Remitron, which I will talk to you in a moment. But that's the reason why we have this mainnet 2.0 as well. And then by changing the current mainnet 1.0 reward system, right? So the reward system will be more focused on technology development, everything on technology. I mean, we are a technology company, guys, right? The entire business is all about technology, all right? And the more advanced our technologies are, the more, I would say, forward and in time, right, our technology is, the more reception, the more receptive it's going to be in the marketplace. So that's exactly how and why the mainnet 2.0 is going to be there. And with this mainnet 2.0 also, we'll be able to clearly identify which Remitron version are working or functioning or going to be rewarded in the Pando network. So that's the what do you call quick briefing on the mainnet 2.0. We'll have more meetings on this on the mainnet 2.0, so that a little bit each time, and you'll have that full version of it, of the mainnet 2.0 and what to expect on the mainnet 2.0 too. Now, when I talk to you about clearly identifying your Remitron version, right? Let's look. You got to choose your Remitron after this, right? In the next slide, let's look at how do you choose your Remitron? You got 4 choices right now for your Remitron, all right? You have the Remitron mobile for both Apple as well as Android, all right? Yeah, Apple and Android. Okay, you can also use your iPad, your notebook, all right? Sorry, iPad and your tablets, all right? All that can go on your Remitron mobile, anything that's mobile. So Remitron mobile is going to be there. Remitron Lite, that's already here, which is your Remitron that's running on your desktop or your laptop, and some of you are running your Remitrons in your servers, right? But the other 2 that we are also introducing, apart from the Remitron mobile, is the Remitron Pro, which will be running on the server. Well, a little very, very different compared to Remitron Lite. The Remitron Pro will be running on the server. And I would say the premium Remitron here will be the Remitron Enterprise. Now, all of us here, you, of course, as the community, you'll be given the first choice, first priority to choose which are the Remitrons that you want to use, all right? Before we go right out there to the public, right? So today, I'll be focusing a little bit more on the Remitron Enterprise after this, but let's look into the Remitron Mobile first. Next slide, please. Now, if we look into the Remitron Mobile for iOS, Android, and tablets, all right? That's what the Remitron Mobile is going to be used. Of course, you will have proof of network. There'll be a 10% annual return for the Remitron Mobile stake. We will talk about the stake a little while later. Right now, you'll have proof of network. The PON or proof of network is paid based on the staking and node participation. Everything now is going to be on node participation, and it will also enjoy proof of engagement, a little different because for different work done, all right? Sometimes you want the particular mobile version of the Remitron to take pictures of certain things to show right there on time because there's we are involved in some kind of security. We are involved. I mean, it's got different function for it to work on. All right. So user earn based on activities that is like play games, watch advertisements. All right. A little different on the mobile Remitron. Very suitable for homemakers, for students, for people at what do you call having a mobile, what else can I do with my mobile apart from talking to people or sending messages and all that? Yes, now your Remitron can participate in our ecosystem, right? And of course, the PA rewards payout will be instant and real time, right? And a lot of these things on the Remitron mobile will be utilized for using it will use IPFS, interplanetary file system. It will have storage capability and it will also have transcoding capability. The mobile version does not do any transcoding work. All right. So as far as transcoding capability, it will not do any of the transcoding work. All right. It will be based on what I just told you just now on the proof of engagement differ for different work done like activities that we will assign to the Remitron mobile. So a lot of people can pick up the mobile version of the Remitron. And your Remitron Lite right now, just a quick recap for some of us. Okay, next slide, please. If you look at your Remitron Lite, you have your proof of network, your 10% annual return, your PON will be based on node participation after this, not just for switching on the 40 hours or 160 hours, but very much on node participation. Then we are moving on to mainnet 2.0. Right, so that's exactly what's going to happen in the next couple of months. For now, yes, the PON, but I think very soon it will switch into node participation. And proof of engagement, yes, you'll get your 0.01875 per minute for every work done for every minute. So you will be earning based on transcoding job done in the Pando network, and your POE will be paid instantly. All right, real time. Right, you will basically the Remitron Lite will be able to do transcoding. Will be able to do transcoding for files below the size of 500 MB. Below the size of 500 MB, the Remitron Lite, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your desktop, you can do that. You also will have storage capability. You also will be able to stream with the IPFS. All right. So that's on the Remitron Lite. So right now, so for some of us who are here for the first time, right, and you got your Remitron, all right, your Remitron will be transcoding for any files, data, transcoding work, everything, all right, for data below 500 MB. Okay, next slide, please. Now, that's why we have this Remitron Pro. Remitron Pro will be working only on servers, right? But the Remitron Pro will have slightly more return. All right, it will have a 12% proof of network, all right, based on the staking and node participation. It will have the proof of engagement same 0.01875, right? But what will be the major difference between Remitron Lite and Pro is that for transcoding, it will take on every file that's above 500 MB, big files, all right? So, and that's exactly how the Remitron Pro and Lite, the difference here, it will take on most of the files that is above 500 MB. Unless there's not many Remitrons that will be taking on the smaller files also it will take, but it is what we call its main purpose is take on all the files, big files, so that you can do a bigger job, faster job, and also things. It'll be sitting on the what we call on the server. And our premium Remitron will be the Remitron Enterprise, which I show you now. Next slide, please. Right, the Remitron Enterprise. This is very, very different because the Remitron Enterprise, which runs on the server, right, its main purpose is live streaming activities. With PandoJoe coming in, with the apps coming in, with the entire live streaming work that is supposed to be needed to be done, all right, this is the node that will be doing most of this job. So proof of network, we will be enjoying about 15% annual return, right? This is exactly how it goes. And proof of engagement all same, right? Rewards all instant, real time, using IPFS, storage, yes, but this is the node that will be doing most of the live streaming, big files, huge files, and you will be able to do it super fast to everything. So let me just give you a quick shot of all that I spoke to you about these nodes. Next slide, please. Now, if you look into each one of these node that we are having, Remitron Mobile, Remitron Lite, Remitron Pro, and Remitron Enterprise. Let's look into Remitron Mobile. The stake for Remitron Mobile, right, will be about 250 PTX. Not yet, but I'm just giving you how they say what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, right? In the next 1-2 months, we'll tell you when you can go on and download your Remitron Mobile, right? So for your Remitron Mobile is 250 PTX, is available for both iOS and Android, and also for tablets, right, and iPads, right? Now it will be used for streaming. This will expand and strengthen our Pando network, and it does not do transcoding work. It will be having specific activities for the mobile node. Then for our Remitron Lite, now your stake is 250 PTX. In the next coming 1 or 2 months time, we will inform all of you. The Remitron Lite stake will be about 1,000 PTX. All right, for both the desktop and the laptop version, right? It'll be about 1,000 PTX, and it'll be used for transcoding files that is less than 500 MB, right? And it will be able to do transcoding, sharing, storing, all this capability the Remitron Lite will have. The Pro, not yet, it'll be coming up in 2 months' time, the Remitron Pro. It will be 10,000 PTX. And it only runs on the server version, all right? You can get any servers to do this as long as you meet the minimum criteria for the server. And is for files that's bigger than 500 MB, for better transcoding, for better storing, all right? And it will have a lot of other capabilities that will be built into the Remitron Pro. So those of you who got Remitron Lite, you also can have the Remitron Pro, no problem. You also can have the Remitron Mobile. But there's another note that I told you just now, the premium, the Remitron Enterprise. This is very selective. It is very much for a very selective few people, all right? The Remitron Enterprise will be 35,000 PTX, all right? And cash will be $1,500 because there's a lot of things that we need to build into the Remitron Enterprise. And it will have all the capabilities for live streaming, all right? It supports to support organizations, institutions, all right? Colleges, big corporates, also individuals also can do that, not a problem, all right? And for now, you can book now. You can start booking today onwards, all right? Connect with our what you call marketing team, all right? You can connect with the Habibi, you can connect with Tulasi, you can connect with all this, with Boss Edward, of course, and with Pashan, with Manju, all right? With Gurmit, right? They will assist you, all right? To book now is only very selected, okay? And for those people, for now, until this is right now we call it the booking confirmation only. The moment we launch this, the price of the Remitron Enterprise will be still about 35,000 PTX or slightly more, and the 1,500 will become about $2,000 to $3,000, right? For now, just for you, all right? You can take it on at 1,500, right? For now, all right? It will change to $2,000 or $3,000 later, and you get a 5% introducer fee for you introducing any of your institutions, colleges, friends, anybody that you introduce, all right? It will be 5% for introducer fee. The difference for the enterprise node is that the server will be managed by the PandoLab team, because this is a very, very important node that is going to come and sit in the chain right now. Okay, that's on the thing. And then let me just give you a quick run through on the mainnet 2.0, right? Now, if you look into the mainnet 2.0, just now I was talking to you about the expansion and everything that's coming along with that. On the collaboration part of it, all right, now we're going to collaborate with business, organizations, institutions to take up the enterprise node, right? And it will be open for all companies to tap into our Pando infrastructure with the mainnet 2.0, right? And we can collaborate with other companies for the PTX utilization. PTX, like I said, next year, February, we know this is going to be $1 or more. We are going to moonshoot as far as the token is concerned. But then again, we are focusing on the technology, not so much on the PTX, because PTX is a given, right? You don't need to worry about the PTX, right? But right now, please don't sell it cheap. Hold it. It's like gold, all right? Do not just drop it off like that at 3 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, and all that, right? Just go and sell it at 20 cents, right? Do not go and sell it off cheap, because this is going to be, your token is going to be going to carry so much value that you wouldn't believe. I'm telling you, because we are in the thick of everything that's happening in the project, and I'm telling you exactly where this whole thing is going, right? So do not lose that, all right? Look into our what do you call collaboration. Next slide, please. All right, and as far as collaboration and value is concerned, it will open many possibilities, right? Many possibilities is going to happen with the mainnet 2.0. What we are doing with the mainnet 2.0 is going to be a really head turner, right? It will not only just open many possibilities, it's going to decentralize streaming, everything. All right, just now I was talking to you about metaverse. I was talking to you that we are going to, what do you call, bring in IoTs. We are going to do a lot of things, and we're going to invite other apps to come and run on our ecosystem, right? So we're going to decentralize storing. We're going to decentralize transcoding. We're going to decentralize file system. We're going to decentralize file editing. We're going to decentralize artificial intelligence and decentralize Internet of Things. Massive amount of collaboration is going to take place with the mainnet 2.0. And I'm proud that all of us are in this project together. And this is going to be the project for all of us. Right? There's going to be a lot of massive changes that's going to take place. And this is going to be the project for a long time, right, out there in the marketplace. I think as far as live streaming is concerned, we might be the one out there in the marketplace. So hold on to your dear tokens, please, guys. Next one, please. Next slide. And if you're looking into decentralized streaming, storing, and transcoding a little bit, what do you call, Manju and Prashant wanted me to say this to you, right? For the websites, platforms, and app can utilize the remitrons and the Pando blockchain to provide seamless streaming for their users and content creators. I mean, that's amazing. That's what we want to do. But what it's going to do is that it will reduce infrastructure costs for application and website hosting. That's where we come in, guys. All right. And it will going to progress into Web3 and be able to branch out into the metaverse, NFTs, and all new technologies that's going to come in. That's our mainnet 2.0. This is something that we are going to be so proud of. It's ours. This belongs to all of us, guys. This is our project. And the way everything is coming and shaping, right? It's going to be a fantastic head turner. Next slide, please. Now, on the 2.0 mainnet, is that the decentralized file system and file editing. What's going to happen is that the website, platform, apps, technology companies can utilize the remitrons and the Pando blockchain to decentralize their file storage system. You know, what is the cost of file storage system out there? Now, with our enterprise node, with our pro node, with our light node, and our mobile node, and the way the blockchain is being built, right? We can decentralize the file storage system. We can reduce infrastructure costs of storing files and data. We can edit files on the Pando blockchain for users across their platform to interact. And we can trace files, edit without tampering or corrupting in our blockchain. That's how fantastic our blockchain is going to be, right? Completely very different. And let me just show you the next slide on AI and IoT. All right. Now, on the decentralized AI or artificial intelligence and IoT, which is Internet of Things, right? What's going to happen is that it will decentralize and apply artificial intelligence, example, through robotics, face recognition, securities, cameras, so many things, all right? Decentralize and develop Internet of Things or devices, example, security cameras, avoid corrupted data, and be able to establish transparency across all kind of IoTs and information. This is what some of the collaboration that we can work on with the mainnet 2.0. This is only a few. There's many more that will be shared to you. And let's talk about value. Now, mainnet 2.0, which is our product, which is our blockchain, right? This is ours, will become more value-centric rather than token-centric. Token will rise by itself, but to create the value, the technology must be there. And the technology must be forefront. That's what we are focusing on, right? And you can revisit on token reward generations for better token value. Yes, token value, February, guys, get ready. It'll be $1 and more. That I can tell you for the kind of things that is going to come along, right? And if you look into mainnet 2.0, next slide, please. All right. What we're going to do with the new white paper will be launched sometime in early September. All right. You will have everything that's going to happen, right? How exactly each one of these nodes going to participate, why everybody should get Remitron Enterprise, right? Today onwards, right? There's only a limited number of enterprise nodes, so go for it. Everything will be in the new white paper. So the current white paper that you see will be changed in September, and you'll see everything that we are talking right now will be written in the white paper, and that is going to be the new white paper that's going to take place in September. And with the new white paper, you'll see smart contracts. You will see everything that we want to do to take PandoProject, PandoLab, all right, to be the company in the blockchain that is, I would say, the only one that is doing live streaming the way that we are doing. And we could become the much sought after blockchain company out there. There's a lot of work done, guys. Lots and lots of work. It's all for us masses, all right? It's only for you that we all, I think the team, developers team, the management team, right, that are putting everything together so that we all will have a good life. We all can live life to the fullest, all right? We can have the kind of freedom, financially especially, right? And be able to share this and spread this to all our family and friends so that everybody can enjoy a good life, all right? That's our goal. That's why we call it technology powered by community. Go ahead, spread the word. Go ahead, jump into the bandwagon. Go ahead, promote and talk positively about your project, all right? This is our project. Thank you so much. And we'll have a Q&A after this, after Boss Prashant walk you through the next few slides. Thank you very much. Pleasure.
I think that was absolutely fantastic, Chief. That was so amazing. Even I am so excited. I'll let you know once I've transferred the 1005. I want to become the first Ramatron Enterprise node. Chief,
I'm so sorry, Prashant. The first enterprise node has been booked by YB Kennedy.
wow,
promised
that's
you.
amazing.
I've got a lot of bookings for the enterprise node already.
Amazing, Chief. All right, I'm afraid I will still be transferring it, but I'll be happy to stand in line. I definitely want to
Come
be
along,
in the
come along, come along,
forefront.
come along.
I definitely want to be in the forefront of this decentralized streaming, decentralized IoT file system, all of this of all sorts. I think it's a beautiful thing that we're doing. Now, if you guys want to find out more about our project, if this is the first time you've checked us out, go and visit our website. You can join as a Ramatron, our current Ramatron right now. You can join as a Ramatron via the website. You can check us out on our white paper. And of course, we are completely open source on GitHub. Now, this is where I want your contribution and where I want your support. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, right? On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you see any of the posts from the PandoProject, go and comment a thumbs up or just say great project, awesome post, say can't wait for more. Just say anything, just the smallest things, and go do that for as many posts or as many tweets or as many Facebook posts or as many videos as you can, even on YouTube. It would mean so much to have your support, not just on the listings on CoinMarketCap and all that, but don't forget the social medias, because this is where people check out our project the most. Now, if you are new here, go and check out our Telegram. This is a QR code. All of these are QR codes that you can scan. You can scan this QR code right here and join our Telegram group, because we have all of these updates coming to you via the Telegram group. And of course, today's presentation will be uploaded onto YouTube, a lot like our previous presentations on different types of aspects of our project in different languages like Mandarin, like Tamil, like Bahasa Malaysia, like even in English, of course, in Punjabi, in Bahasa Indonesia, in Thai. There's so many different languages from all of our people, all of our community members that love and support this project, right? So this is the community project, and I'd like to sign out with a very important saying, very important quote: technology powered by community, that's how you do it.